You walk into Costco, and you see it, the little asterisk in the top right corner of the price tag. Most people breeze right past it. But if you knew what I know, you'd be clearing that shelf into your cart immediately. That little star is the Death Star, and it means that product is living on borrowed time. It's the retail equivalent of a going out of business sign, and once that stock is gone, it's never coming back. But it gets worse. Right now, Costco is quietly testing changes to some of their most iconic, too good to be true deals that could fundamentally change how you shop. We're talking about the end of the membership-free food court era and price hikes on staples that have stayed the same since the 90s. I've spent the last 15 years dissecting retail supply chains and hunting down wholesale loopholes, and I'm telling you, the golden era of certain Costco steals is closing. If you're not looking at the codes and the calendars, you're leaving thousands of dollars on the warehouse floor. I know, it sounds like I'm being dramatic, but stick with me. I've seen these patterns before. When the margins get this thin and the Death Stars start appearing on fan favorites, the clock is officially ticking. If you find value in saving your hard-earned cash, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, because the insider info I'm about to drop is exactly how we keep the big warehouses from winning. The first thing you need to look for is that asterisk I mentioned. This isn't just a restock warning. It's a signal from corporate that the contract with the supplier is dead. In the industry, we call this pending delete. Take the Kirkland signature chocolate chips. We already saw them vanish in some regions because cocoa prices went through the roof, and now the Kirkland thin and crispy cookies are following them into the sunset. When you see that star, Costco has already decided the profit margin isn't worth the shelf space anymore. If you see it on a staple you love, you don't buy one. You buy the limit. Because here's the secret. Once that item hits pending delete, the price often nosedives to a number ending in 97. That is the manager's special clearance code. If you see it 97 and an asterisk, that is a deal so crazy Costco is literally paying to get it out of their site. Now you might be asking, Cody, they'd never touch the hot dog, right? Technically, no. The $1.50 price tag is safe, for now, but the access to it is disappearing. In 2026, Costco is officially rolling out digital membership scanners at the food court kiosks nationwide. For decades, the food court was the great equalizer, where anyone with a $5 bill could grab a slice and a soda. That era is over. They are tightening the screws to ensure that only paying members get the subsidy of that $1.50 hot dog. Why does this matter to you? Because it's a sign that the loss leader strategy is being stretched to its absolute limit. When they start policing the condiments and the kiosks, it means the value of the deal is so high, it's actually hurting the bottom line. If you've been borrowing a friend's card or just walking in the exit door for a cheap lunch, your window is closing fast. Here's a deal happening right now that is so aggressive I genuinely think someone in the buying office messed up the math. The Chobani Protein Greek Yogurt 16 packs are currently sitting at $6 off. That brings the price down to about $11.99. If you do the math, that's less than 75 cents per cup for 20 grams of protein. If you go to a standard grocery store, you're looking at $1.80 to $2.20 for a single cup of the same stuff. But here's why this deal won't last. It's a member-only savings event that is designed to drive New Year's resolution traffic. Once the Get Fit crowd settles down in February, these prices are slated to bounce back to the 18 range. And it's not just the yogurt. The Tyson Panko breaded chicken breast tenderloins are currently $5.50 off for a 5-pound bag. That's a massive subsidy on high-quality white meat that usually doesn't see that kind of movement. This isn't just a sale, it's a stock up your freezer or regret it later event. But we're just getting started. Wait until you see what they're doing with the gas stations. It's a move I've never seen in 15 years of tracking this company. The gas station is the next battleground. For years, the Costco gas line has been the ultimate test of patience, but in 2026, the company is finally making a move that's going to thrill half of you and infuriate the rest. They are rolling out membership-only scanning at the pumps. Wait, haven't they always done that? Not like this. Previously, you could often get away with a quick tap or a friendly wave to an attendant. Now, they are integrating the same digital scanners from the front door directly into the pump interface. No scan, no fuel. They're even testing standalone gas stations, meaning you won't even have to be near a warehouse to get that cheap Kirkland fuel. But the gatekeeping is getting tighter than ever. If you're a seafood fan, you need to check the app right now for the Mahi Mahi 10-pound pack. This is currently listed online for $80 off. That is not a typo. Usually these bulk seafood packs are the territory of high-end restaurants, but Costco is aggressively clearing out inventory to make room for their new, regionally sourced Kirkland initiatives. When you see a discount that hits near the $100 mark, it usually means the warehouse is pivoting suppliers. Once this specific stock of Mahi Mahi is gone, the replacement will likely be in a smaller, inflation-friendly package for the same price. It's the classic retail shell game. Buy it now, toss it in the deep freeze, and you've basically paid for your membership for the next 2 years. We have to talk about the $4.99 rotisserie chicken. It's the holy grail of Costco deals, but there is a storm brewing. As of January 2026, a massive class action lawsuit is hitting the headlines, accusing Costco of using hidden preservatives in those golden birds. Now, why does this matter to your wallet? Because if Costco loses this battle, or if the USDA forces a change in how they process these chickens, that $4.99 price point becomes unsustainable. They already lose millions of dollars a year keeping that price locked in. If they have to overhaul their entire supply chain to change the saline solution or the preservatives used, that $5 bill in your pocket isn't going to cut it anymore. Here's the secret. The deal isn't ending today, but the quality or the price will have to give soon. Keep a very close eye on the packaging. If you see new recipe or updated ingredients, that is your cue that the $4.99 era is on life support. Most people walk right past the gift card rack near the electronics, but that is where the real crazy deals are hidden. Specifically, the Southwest Airlines $500 e-gift cards. Right now, you can snag these for $429.99. That's a straight-up 14% discount on travel. But here's the kicker. For 2026, the Costco Anywhere Visa just bumped the cash back at gas stations to 5%. If you're savvy, you're stacking these travel deals with your executive membership rewards and your credit card points. But these high-value gift cards, especially the Disney and Southwest ones, are frequently pulled from the shelves when the travel season peaks in the spring. They use these as loss leaders during the slow winter months to keep you coming in. Once March hits and everyone starts booking spring break, poof, they disappear. For the techies out there, the MSI Aegis Pro gaming PC is currently sitting in the middle of a price war you can win. It features the brand new GeForce RTX 5080, which just hit the market. Normally, buying a pre-built with a 50 series card is a total ripoff. But Costco's buying power is so massive, they've listed this unit at a price that is actually lower than the cost of the individual parts if you built it yourself. I've seen this happen with the 30 series and the 40 series. The window of value usually only lasts about 60 days before the manufacturers realize they're cannibalizing their own retail sales and pull the plug. If you're still rocking a 20 series card, this is the specific deal that makes the membership fee look like pocket change. But it's the next few items, the ones involving the digital shelf labels, that are going to change the way you hunt for deals forever. If you think the Death Star is the only thing to watch out for, you haven't seen the digital evolution hitting the aisles. By the end of 2026, Costco is moving toward a more tech-heavy warehouse, and while it sounds convenient, it's actually designed to tighten their grip on the deals we love. For years, the Costco app was basically a glorified PDF of their monthly mailer. But in 2026, the new real-time inventory tracking is finally going live nationwide. Here's why this is a double-edged sword. You can now see if that Samsung 98-inch class Crystal UHD is actually in stock before you drive 40 minutes. But here's the crazy part. The app is starting to show online-only price matches for in-store pickups. If you see a price on the app that's lower than the tag in front of you, you can now demand that price at the supervisor station. This is a massive shift in Costco's no-haggle policy. They are so desperate to compete with Amazon's lightning deals that they're letting savvy abusers snipe in-store prices. If you aren't refreshing that app while you walk the aisles, you're paying the lazy tax. If you've been waiting for the classic Michelin $80 off deal, you need to act before the end of February. Costco is quietly shifting its tire center strategy. In 2026, they are moving away from the flat discount on a set of 4 and moving toward a bundle system that requires you to purchase a specialized road hazard warranty or a nitrogen fill service to unlock the full savings. Essentially, they're trying to upsell the service because the margins on the rubber itself have evaporated. If you find a warehouse still running the straight $80 off with no strings attached, that is a relic of the old system, and it's likely the last time you'll see it. Grab your set now, because by summer, member-only savings on tires is going to look a lot more like a complex math problem. Listen closely to this one, because it affects your morning routine. Kirkland's signature Colombian coffee is currently facing a massive supply chain squeeze. Because of new tariffs and harvest issues in South America, the 3-pound tins are projected to jump in price by nearly 20% by mid-2026. Right now, they are still sitting at the legacy price point, but the Death Star has already started appearing on the larger bulk cans in some East Coast regions. This isn't a sale, it's a warning. If you see your favorite roast without that asterisk, buy 3 cans. If you see the asterisk, buy the pallet. Coffee is one of the few items that stores perfectly in a cool, dark pantry, and you're looking at a guaranteed inflation-proof return on your money. The final deal isn't a product, it's a strategy. For 2026, Costco just boosted the executive member reward cap to $250. But here's the kicker. They are now allowing you to stack that 2% reward with the newly increased 5% cash back on gas via the Costco Anywhere Visa. This means for the first time ever, you can effectively get a 7% discount on your fuel and your warehouse hauls if you time it right. But rumors from the corporate office suggest this 5% gas perk is a limited-time loyalty bridge to get people through the membership price hike of 2024. Once the renewal numbers stabilize, expect that gas perk to slide back down to 4% or even 3%. This is the golden window for executive members. If you aren't an executive member yet, 2026 is the only year where the math makes it a total no-brainer. If you want to win at Costco this year, you have to stop shopping like a consumer and start shopping like an auditor. Look for the 97 endings, scan your app for the ghost price matches, and never ever ignore the Death Star. The warehouse is changing, and the crazy deals we've lived on for years are being guarded by digital scanners and new membership rules. But as long as you know the codes, you're the one in control. I've given you the roadmap. Now it's up to you to hit the warehouse before these deals vanish for good. I'm Cody, this is Smart Shopping, and I'll see you in the checkout line, the pre-scan line, of course.